Look at me being all big girl like. Gonna mute y'all. Do the thing that does a thing. Hello, hello. It's me, Debbie Beebe. You are on Ice Fest U Team Express Business Zoom. And we've got a lot of teams represented here. So I'm going to throw it to a couple leaders for some great celebrations. I am so excited to bring this new series because we're just going to go straight into starting your Isogenics business, whether you're brand new or whether your season's just making it really basic. So if you're brand new, we want to make it so basic that it's just easy, almost plug and play, except for like what Roy was just talking about, it's relationship building. So we're going to sprinkle that in there. Now, if you're seasoned, you know what? Maybe it's a renewal in your own head. And I had a business coach that I hired. Her name was Tiffany, and she had been in network marketing for 25 years and multi-8-figure earner. And I hired her. And one of the things that she said to me that is so super important is, Debbie, you could do this in your sleep. I'm like, okay. She goes, your teammates can't read your mind or be in your dreams or know what you're doing in your sleep. So it has to be written down so they can do it too. Simple, simple systems. And so we did that and we created a website. We're going to revamp that website. I've been telling you that for months. I'm waiting for Stephanie to quit all her travels because she helps me with that. However, starting this series, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you the scripts so it can be super basic, super easy, whether you're seasoned or whether you're brand new. If you're seasoned, this is what you get to teach your teammates. Bup, 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 bup. And I'll put up some scripts. And so first I'm going to do some recognition. I'm going to throw it over to any of the other leaders because we got many teams here that want to do some recognition. And then I'm going to give you a few announcements of what we got going on. And then I'm going to dive right into training. I highly recommend, even though I'm going to put stuff in the feed, I highly recommend you grab your pen and your paper because I don't know, for me, if I write stuff, I learn it better. Some people need to just stay present and stare at me. That's okay. You can stare at me. If you learn that way, that's cool too. And I like to copy notes. So when it's in the feed on a Zoom, I copy the notes that are there and I put it in my notes on my computer. If you're a Mac user, then that translates into your iPhone too. So that's what I do with that. I highly recommend that. Next thing I'm going to tell you is I love you all. I love you all so much. I appreciate you all so much. Please don't interrupt. Please don't interrupt. I will try and save time for questions at the end. Write your questions in the chat. Write your questions down so you don't forget. And then we'll do that all at the end because what happens for me, and I'm going to own it, ADHD, I'm on a roll, bop, 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 bop. Somebody says something and I'm like, oh, is the jacuzzi on? Like it just takes me somewhere else. So that's what I'm going to say. Yeah, Kimberly, I know you understand that, right? However, Kimberly and I can go back and forth and get back on the same trail. All right, so here we go. I'm excited. I hope you're excited, especially if you were at Connect or you even touched somebody that was at Connect. You can feel the energy that Isogenics brought. All right, here's my recognition. We have, oh, holy moly, we have six new consultants, 5 new consultants and 1 manager on this team. Talk about growth. Do you think somebody is excited? I think somebody's are. All right, we've got a new consultant, Victor Torres, a new consultant, Andrea Bennett Black. We have a new consultant, Rosie Koska. Ooh, what a great name that is. We have a new consultant, Aaron Rose. We have a new consultant, Tiana V. Oh, that's under Mark Greer. Congratulations, Mark. And we have a new manager under Chelsea Dobash, Alan Savage. I don't think related to Roy. All right, that's exciting. Congratulations. Look at that team growth. Is that not so fun? All right, I want to throw it over to, let's see, I know I saw Katie on here. Katie, do you have any recognition to throw down?
Yes, for sure. I don't have my reports in front of me, but I know that Cynthia, and I don't know which ones were Cynthia's and which ones were Wendy's, but collectively they had 5 enrollments. Cynthia created a consultant while we were at Connect, and I think she created another one since we've been back. And Wendy, we'll have to let Cynthia report in there to let us know actually the actual facts because she reports back and I see the magic, but I want her to be able to tell and celebrate herself and Wendy. So, congratulations.
Yay! All right, cool. Cynthia, since you're on, do you have anything to add to that other than, bragging rights that you're ahead of us?
Girl, let me tell you, like a lot is happening over here. Anyway, so yeah, so Wendy had 3 enrollments. I had 3 enrollments last week, and I created a consultant while we were at Connect, while they were talking about the trip. So I was like, this is divine, like kismet. Isn't that
Yeah.
crazy?
Yeah.
Then another one this week, and I have new people coming on who are social influencers who are simply getting in the system to be able to share. So I really took Susan Miller at her word when she said build from the top down. So I'm trying to talk to people about business building using Isogenics because it's phenomenal rather than just creating customers. That's what's going on.
That is what's going on, and there ain't no trying that. So I'm
Yeah.
going to take that word out of that sentence because it was all attracted to you.
Yes.
All for you. So awesome. That is
Yeah.
so great. Rhonda Collier, I want to throw it to you if you have some reports or recognition. And I know you're driving. Please be careful. And maybe, do you hear me? Okay. Let's see. Who else do I have on here? Do I have anybody else recognition? I know Danny was going to jump on. Let's see. I don't see him. Okay. All right. I'm going to throw it to announcement time. Unless, you know what? Let's do this. If you had an enrollment this last week, raise your hand. Well, yeah, Cynthia. Okay. Oh, Vicky. Vicky, congratulations. You have an enrollment. Do you have 2 enrollments? 1 enrollment. All right. Congratulations to that. And then how many of you this last week were able to tell either your Isogenics story or the story of Isogenics or somebody else's story about Isogenics? How many did that? Fantastic. Congratulations. Keep doing that. And you know what? Keep that energy, that vibration level high. I don't know if you saw it or felt it, but when Cynthia talked, we all were like, oh, we were just like excited, like poodles with our tails wagging, like, what's she doing? Here, shake my hand. Like, that's so good. And we want to stay on that vibrational level. And that's attractive. And the universe will just drop people in your lap. I just know it. So believe it, think it, be it, do it. It's there. All right. I'm going to go into announcements. And I think I want to start with Mark Greer from Down Under. Do you have any announcements or anything to report? And congratulations on your new consultant, sir.
Yeah, no, thank you. I guess I don't have any promos. Our promo finished yesterday. Okay, the 20% discount. But Jeff really honed home again to me. Use the promos to leverage that to get extra products. And a gentleman that I've been dealing with in Canada, he's been on the products for a long time. Yeah, he wanted to know if there was a 20% discount. And so we were able to get him on the performance and recovery pack to tick off the 20%. And then he added extra product onto it to continue to get the 20%. So his order actually increased to what he normally would have got. So yeah, the promos are great to leverage that to fill the shopping bag.
Yes, that is awesome. And congratulations. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Jeff Beebe, I'm going to throw it over to you to just maybe highlight the promotion here. Also, US, Canada, Puerto Rico, that ends tonight.
Yeah, it is tonight, guys. So to really, right when this Zoom is over, pick 3 people and reach out and pick 3 people also that are customers already and say, hey, listen, everybody can win on this. You know, your customers can get 20%, you're going to get 20%. And if you're not a consultant yet, they might be just a customer, you're going to get another 50 bucks from Isogenics. So you got to look at the leverage that we have right now in the next few hours. And, it might be a family that their mother wants to get on and their sister wants to get on, and the dad's paying for everything. They're going to get 40% back in their pocket, each of them, and turn consultant. So it's a win-win for a family to, like Mark said, to you to capture this major discount too. And you get points for what? The trip. How cool is that? As long as they're new. So there you go. That's it. And I'd love you to hit on Debbie on our event when you can.
I'm gonna
And
let you do that right now, and then I'm gonna
okay.
get on some calendar stuff, and then we're gonna go.
And and let's just stay in momentum. And I just want to say one thing, guys. Please get your ticket now for our global celebration in Phoenix. And then message us. And if you're in this organization, we're going to add you into our thread if you're not in it already, because we have a thread and we already got everything mapped out. From shirts are done. We're planning our trip, our after party trip, but we're going to have a party there, but we're planning our after party trip right now. And so that's where all the information is going to be fed through. And everybody from Australia, we want you here. Denise, Mark, Kathy, if you're on here, let's figure it out. All right, there you go, Debbie.
All right, very cool. Okay. We have tomorrow. Got your calendars in front of you? I know you do. And I know because of last week, you already have
Well, this is out.
what? Okay. Tomorrow, Tuesday, the 19th at 4 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. Eastern, we have our All Associates Global Call. Make sure you're on that. You can go to icegenicsbusiness.com and you can get the link for that. That's so important because that's your business meeting. It happens once a month. You want to get on that because they're going to tell you anything new, anything old, a new promo, maybe like whatever. Sharon's usually on. Sharon Walsh is the CEO of our company. And so you want to make sure that you show up for your business meeting. I understand if some of you are working during those hours and you can't, then you're going to want to go to icegenicsbusiness.com and watch the video or the playback, if you will. And like I said earlier, 24 to 48 hours, I always like to give them that much before I start bugging them like, hey, where's that Zoom? Hey, I want to watch that Zoom. So just know if you're new or seasoned, almost everything you need is housed in isogenicsbusiness.com, and just go around and look. And I love getting my calendar base every month from that. And then I build my business stuff on there. The next thing I want to tell you is we have a power hour. I think we called it something else. Let me see if I can slip this into the thing. Ooh, I can. All right. We have a power hour that we're doing. It's me, Danny Elliott, and Stephanie Mazzella, and it's going to be every Wednesday, at least for the next 4 Wednesdays. We're doing this power hour. It's at 11 a.m. PST, which is 2 p.m. Eastern, and it's the same Zoom link, same password, and we are going to be, Power Production Zoom. We are going to be scheduled out through the hour. It's not you show up, okay, guys, mute out and send your reach outs, and we'll get back on and see if anybody got anybody. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. It is a scheduled hour that we will, for 5 minutes, we'll lay down the law. Then for 15, we're going to be doing specific things that we will give scripts to. Then we'll come back on for 5, and nobody's interrupting during the 15 because everybody's going to be calling and sending out messages, and we don't want somebody on the Zoom to go, hey, did you know, blah, blah, blah. We're not doing that. So for that 15 minutes, it goes silent. However, we're watching and everybody's working, and you're gonna have specific steps. So this will really help grow your Isogenics business. It's like in the olden days when seasoned people, like old people, like me people, like Rhonda taught me people to do blitzes. And that's where we would spend a specific, easy for me to say, hour to work, like really work. And this will actually help you with your own habits when, sorry, Claire won't be able to be there because she'll be at work, darn it, but we'll catch her up on that. It will help you build that habit on what to do when you have an hour, or what to do when you have 15 minutes in the day. It'll help you decide in your own calendar what works for you. Some people like to do reach outs on Monday, and then some people like to do follow-ups on Tuesday, and then some people like to do all their media on Wednesday. Like some people like to stick in one lane per day, and then other people like to take 1 or 2 hours and do it all in their calendar. You get to decide because it's your personality and what works for you. And what works for you is what's going to work for you. So I just want you guys to know that we're doing that every Wednesday, and it's going to be phenomenal. You got great leaders leading this, and I'm excited to be partnered with you. So that's what we're going to be doing. Let me make sure that I've got all my ducks in a row right now. Okay, I do. Awesome. All right. So we are going to start your Isogenics business. You guys ready to start your Isogenics business? Perfect. Let me pull up my notes and we will start. You guys got a pen and a paper? A pen and a paper. All right. So when you start your Isogenics business, let's pretend like you're brand spanking new, and you just got off the phone with whoever enrolled you. You just got off the phone with them. They just got your pack started, right? You just ordered your value pack, and you are ignorance on fire. Keep that energy. That is the greatest energy there is. You are so excited. You are flying high, and you're like, I'm going to get my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother, my best friend, my boyfriend, my husband. Hopefully you don't have a boyfriend and a husband, but if you do, whatever, get them started both. I don't care. Like, get them started. And because they're in your group, like they're in your community, they're your people, they might be really easy to start with you. They might be. And they also might be your hardest people to get started. Now, I'm an only child, and how I started my mom and my best friend in New York were my first two. How I started my mom was like this. Here's some shakes. Hey, I like those shakes. Order me some shakes. Okay, I ordered you some shakes. Hey, can you give me some more shakes? No, I'm going to open up your own account. I'm not doing this anymore. Like, that's how I started my mom. I would never teach my new people to start their mom like that. But that's how I started, that ignorance on fire. You're going to start your mom, your brother, your whoever. You're going to call them. If you're really close to them, you don't need a three-way call per se. And we will go into that. You just call them and say, hey, I'm really excited. I started my health and wellness journey, and I'd really love your support. And this is what I'm going to do. And this is my goals. And I would really love you to either do it with me or pray for me. Like, check in with me, support me. And if they want to do it for you, then get the person that started you on the phone, and they will help you get them enrolled. Let somebody that just helped you help them. Don't go willy-nilly and go, okay, I'm going to see if I can try and figure it out in the back office, because the team leaders or your enrolling sponsor or their enrolling sponsor, whoever is the team leader on that, wants to help you, especially if you're doing a business. So I always like to tell my new people, don't enroll anybody. Let me help you. Because then you can set them up in the right spot, left or right. Then you can set them up with the right pack. Now I'm talking to leaders that have been here for a while. You can set them up with the right pack. So always talk to your new people when you're going to get your mom, your brother, your boyfriend, the dog walker started. I want to be on the phone and I want to help you. And they're going to say, you know what, I can get all their information. It's cool. They're going to do the same pack that I'm doing. And then I'll just get all your, perfect. When you get all that information, get on the phone, and I'm going to get in your back office with you, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Is there videos how to do it? Yeah. But we're here to have extraordinary customer service, right? That's what we provide. That's what makes us different. And everybody appreciates their hand being held. You're going to have that one person in 100 that's like, I got this. I don't need you. Okay, then bless and let them go. However, always be there to help that person. Don't let them go willy-nilly, or you're calling one of us going, hey, can you call VIP and get this position changed because they goofed? And that doesn't always happen if it's after, after like 72 hours, they can't do anything about that. So always be there for your new people. Let them know. Now, if you're brand new and you're reaching out to somebody, how do you do that? How do you reach out to somebody new? I'm going to ask a couple people to just jump in here. Kimberly, how do you reach out to somebody new? 30 seconds or less. How do you reach out to somebody new?
Hi. How do I reach, excuse me, how do I reach out to somebody new? My newly enrolled, sorry, was it my newly enrolled?
No, just somebody new that you want to talk to, that you want to get started.
Hi.
Hi. Perfect.
I-
You open your mouth.
Whether it's text or At Connect, a girl grabbing a bar. You don't want those bars. I have something better for you. I'm vegan. Perfect. That's it. I mean,
Nice.
anything, your hair, oh my God, what a cute handbag. Oh, anything for a guy. Oh, where'd you get that sweatshirt? I love the color. Whatever. It doesn't even matter.
So you got to open your mouth and you got to talk to people. All right, perfect. So what I like to always say is we have to get out there. You have to get out there in the community, which has been trying over the past years, which is now a past story, and we're not going to live there. Now we're going to live in the present. You have to get out there in the community. Is your community face to face? Is your community at your job? Is your community on Zoom? Like, where is your community? You have to reach out. You have to like people. You don't like people, this isn't for you. That's the only rule in network marketing, the only rule in isogenics. If you don't like people, I'm gonna say 99.9.999, this isn't for you. I'm sure I've met people, not in isogenics, but I've met people in network marketing that I'm like, how in the hell did they make $1 million like with that personality? I don't think they like people. Okay, that's rare. You have to like people. So you're gonna reach out in your community, whatever your community is. I'm gonna go with social media right now. You could make this for Facebook. You could make it for Instagram. A little harder on Instagram than Facebook for me. And maybe that's my story because Jeff and I have built on Facebook mostly and LinkedIn. So I'm going to go with Facebook. When you're cruising Facebook, I'm sure you have posts, and Jeff has talked about this. When you post on your Facebook profile, it is what you do, lingering here and there. Maybe there's some specials. You never go isogenics. Here's isogenics. Buy it. You don't do this. You don't do this because everybody can do that. Anybody can do that. You want to be a little bit more mysterious. You don't want people Googling isogenics because you want to know what happens when they Google isogenics? My cousin did it. My cousin did it. Hey, I saw that you had a thing on Facebook. It said isogenics. So I went ahead and Googled, and I went to Isogenics site and ordered my products. Well, first off, I didn't get the credit and she didn't become on my team. However, she let me know within 5 minutes after she ordered it so we could cancel it and then I could redirect. That was a lucky time. That doesn't mean that's happening all the other times though. She just happened to let me know. So first off, they go to Isogenics, they order, they end up on someone else's team. Second off, they don't know what they're doing. Oh, I saw you did that isogenic stuff, so I bought a shake. Oh, that shake ain't gonna do nothing for you because you need the system, right? And we're all coaching and teaching people and giving them the information, whether it's a video or it's a PDF or it's us, we're giving them the information how to use the products synergistically together. We want to get them started right. We want to create a fan. We don't want somebody buying a shake and going out in the world going, that isogenic stuff doesn't work because I only got a shake and it didn't work. No, one shake is not going to work. Correct. So we want to make sure that we are guiding and leading people. So if you're posting on social media, you want to show up always in positivity and in energy and as who you would like to attract, right, Katie? You want to show up as who you would want to have dinner with. Like that's who you're going to attract into your tribe. So who is it? Is it cat people? I don't know. Maybe. Is it fitness people? I don't know. Maybe. I've been asked all the time, what's your niche? I don't know. I love everybody. And so it's really hard for me to hone in on one community of people. However, I have noticed that's when people, coaches, leaders have the greatest success is honing in. So think about your niche. What is your niche? And go join those groups. Go join those groups. You're not going to get in those groups and pollute them with, here's isogenics, buy it. You're going to start doing relationships. You're going to start messaging people. Now, you're going to start posting your life. You're going to start posting positivity. And you're going to start posting, we do twice a day, something about isogenics. Now I'm really lucky because I have Jeff Beebe. And so he tags me when he posts. I tag him when he posts. So we kind of cheat with those 2 posts today. I guess we both should be doing 2 posts a day. I lucked out on that. But we want to do a before and after. And then we want to do a business post. We want to congratulate people, celebrate people. We don't want to say, hey, look what isogenics did, and just do these 2 shakes and this ionics, and hey, you know what else you need? We don't want to do that, but we want to just show pictures because pictures are what sells. Now, I know not everybody has a before and after picture. Like for me, it was my health. So then you're going to have those health stories. You want to be a collector of stories so you can post that on your Facebook profile. Here's where you're going to reach out to people, whether it's on your Facebook profile or it's Debbie's Manager Mindset Monday. People, they give me comments, not my SGX people, other people. They give me comments. They give me a like. I go in and I look at those likes. Hopefully it's a heart because I don't like thumbs up. I like hearts. So hopefully it's a heart. And then I am going to go in and message them. Okay, did you write that down? I'm going to go message them. The person that put a heart, I'm going to message them. So now we're talking about getting out into the world. You're out of your quote unquote warm market, not something I like to say. I think anybody I meet is now in my warm market. However, you get the picture. People you don't know, people that are maybe outside of your circle, and don't think they're not watching you, because they are, even if they don't comment or they don't put a heart on your thing. Okay, so you're going to go in and you're going to say thank you to every comment you get. And then you're going to go in and private message. Now I'm taking this right off the site and I have it in my notes and I'll pop it in that feed in just a second. But something like this: I wanted to thank you personally for dropping a heart and commenting on my Facebook post. I really appreciate it. Now, most likely you're going to get, oh, you're so welcome, right? They're going to engage. They'll say welcome. They might just heart it. They might. And here's the important part. Whenever you message somebody, see, I just took that and said, I would like to personally thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it. What is it you do? How are you? When's your birthday? What's your zodiac sign? I don't know. Have a question. End every conversation with a question. If I leave it at, I really appreciate it, I might get a heart, and that's it. The end, done. And now it's going to be harder to go back in and start a conversation with somebody I don't know. Now I can go to their profile, check them out. I remember years and years ago, Susan Sly. How many of you know who Susan Sly is? She's very successful. She's been with the company forever. I remember that she said when she's looking for certain people, she will go into their profiles and check them out, see who they are, see if she wants to do business with them. And if she's going to do business with them, she wants to make sure she knows all about them, especially before she gets them on a call. So I think that would be a good idea. If you're going to go in and appreciate somebody like that, go check out their profile. I mean, maybe they're, a mass murderer or something, and you're not going to want them in your family anyway. Okay, well, you're not going to know that from a profile, but you get my gist. Maybe you're going to go to their profile and not even like them. Chances are you're going to like them if they're on social media and they gave you a heart. Chances are. So you're going to go in, you're going to message them. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. What is it that you liked most about my post? What is it that attracted you to my post? Something like that. And then, or you can reach out and compliment somebody. Maybe they only did a heart. You can say, I really appreciate it. And I saw your profile and gosh darn, it looks like you live in a really nice area. What area is that? Or I saw you went camping. I just did that with somebody that I knew. I saw that she had gone camping. I know she's a veterinarian. And I was like, hey, where'd you go camping? That looks really pretty. Like, question, find out about people, get them engaged, wish them happy birthday, mean it, and then say, what are you going to do today? Is your family going to celebrate you? What's your favorite birthday cake? Mine's white cake, buttercream, white icing. Like, what's your favorite this? Or how do you celebrate if you're going to just do birthdays? You can check out most of their recent posts. You can say great picture of you and your family. How have you been lately? Kind of maybe if you know them a little bit more. I don't know. I was talking to somebody yesterday and they said they hate when they get a text that somebody just blanket, how are you? It doesn't sound personal. And I took that to heart. I went, oh gosh, that's really good to know. So try and make it a little bit more personal. Even if you don't know them, go to their Facebook and check them out and then try and make it more personal. Again, my biggest tip is leave every conversation with a question. Serve the ball and then wait for the hit back. So I have that, and great. Does anybody have a question about that? No, we all got it going on. We're all doing that. Perfect. All right. You are a story collector. Did you guys know that you're a story collector? Yes. Okay. So make sure when you're going through all your Isogenics friends, collect their stories. I like to collect stories, and then I like to take their before and afters. And again, I put it in my notes on my computer so I have it and I can share it. I don't like to share their stories and their before and afters on my profile if they just did it. So I like to hold it a couple days, let their posts get their own action. I kind of respect that. People do it and it's okay, and nobody's mad. It's just something that I think about. I let them have their story, and their, even if we're not friends with friends, I still like that to be theirs. But I save it in my notes. So I want to make sure that you guys all know to be story collectors, and you don't have to know everybody. So if somebody contacts you and says, hey, I saw that picture of Cynthia, how did you blah, blah, blah? You know what, I'm not sure, I just know she's on, she's a friend of mine in Isogenics, and like blah, 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 blah. Nobody cares, and nobody's really going to ask anyway, but you don't have to know them all to post them. And I have been posting in our group, in our prospecting group. I've been posting a lot of before and afters and stories, and I just say at the top, from my friend Cynthia, from my friend Rhonda, and then there's the story. I never tag another Isogenics person in if I'm going to use their story, because I'm not trying to drive my customers to them. We all put out our stories so we can all use those stories. If you tag somebody else's name, somebody could get very curious and go, oh, I saw in Debbie's post she tagged Roy, so I'm going to go see Roy. Well, Roy's on my team, so I benefit anyway, but you get the gist, right? Let's pretend Roy isn't on my team, and they go see Roy, and they're like, oh, wow, Roy, hey. And I just drove business to Roy, and he's not on my team. I want to drive business to my team. I'm a business builder. I have a company here. So do you. So don't tag other people. You don't want to drive other people to other people. Let's see. Where do I want to go next? Okay. How do you open a conversation with people on social media? Anywhere that I open a conversation with anybody, how do I want to go with here? I don't want to go directly in with this. However, it's worked. It has worked. I might do a voice that says, and I'm going to read it from here. I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm using these cutting edge health and wellness products that have helped me so much. I'm feeling so much less stress. I'm sleeping better. My skin is glowing, and I feel amazing. There's a lucrative business attached to this. So if you know anybody that's looking to make a little extra money, I've got them. But more importantly, it's about health and wellness to me. I've got systems in place. If you would like to know more, or I would love to get you on a call, or I saw you and I figured this would be a fit, when is a great day and time that we can talk? I just left it with a question. When is a great day and time we can talk? They can tell me to pound sand. That's okay. Or they can say, oh gosh, anytime. If somebody says anytime does not work for me, because I run my business on a schedule, and I always will respond, I respect your time and your schedule. I know I have a tight schedule. If you could just give me your perfect day and time, we'll get on a quick call, and I can send you some information, and then I'll get all your questions answered. When I get an appointment, and only when I get an appointment, and I've said this for how many years, only when I get an appointment do I send them information. Too many of us have a business that or are working, or we have in our business organization, we have moms, let's say, I'm just going to say moms or dads, single moms or dads. They have 5 kids and 5 jobs, right? And if I told them, hey, just tell them you'll send them information, there went the spaghetti on the wall. I don't know, is it going to stick? No, it's not going to stick. I want to teach people to respect their own schedule. And then, you know what? Just like we were talking about the universe earlier, the universe respects you and your schedule also. So when you take yourself serious, you take your business serious, and you have that posture, that's going to make a difference in your business. 1000%. So I respect my schedule. I respect your schedule. Give me your best day and time, and then I'll send you some information. Before I send the information, if I don't already have their number, that is my next question. One question at a time. How many of you have asked questions, and maybe you asked 3 questions in a voice text or in a message? You've asked 3 questions and you get one of them answered. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's anybody being rude. It's just maybe how we're wired, how certain people are wired. So make sure it's one question at a time. What's your best day and time? I know that's 2 things in there, but that's one question. What's your best day and time? And then I'll send you some information. Or I would even say I'll send you information. What's your best day and time you can talk? Because I'm ending it with a question. When they answer that, what's the best number to call you on? Boom. That's it. Get that going. Now, what am I going to send them? I got it for you. I'm going to send them one of the videos, and I'll put them up in the feed in just a second. One of the videos, I love Why Isogenics. And I am thanking the stars above that they redid Are You Toxic for us, because we have asked as leaders in this company for that video to be revamped. It was my favorite video. And if you took this posturing right here that I have, if you take this, I guarantee your business is going to grow. If you take this and believe as strongly as I do, your business is going to grow. And you know what that is? That is this. 99% of the time that I sent out, Are You Toxic? They enrolled with a value pack. Back then it was called a President's Pack. They enrolled. Boom, done. Why? Because we're toxic. And we have these great bodies that they send fat cells to protect us from those toxins. So when somebody has weight to release, specifically that bad fat, that visceral fat, when they have that fat to release, you know what happens when people are talking to them about losing weight and diets and all that? Do you know what happens? They're body shamed. And do you know what happens? It's already hard enough they reached out to you. It's already hard enough. Now they're like, oh my God, I'm fat, and they're going to think I'm fat, and I've got all this fat, and it's going to be hard. Are You Toxic? Does not body shame anybody. Because we all live in this universe. We all live in this world. We are all toxic. So whether you have weight to release, you want better energy, you want to sleep better at night, you want better health, you want healthy aging, you want, now what do we have? Women's health. No matter what it is, if you're human, Isogenics has a solution for it. Take my posture on that and your business will grow. So I love to send out Are You Toxic? So Why Isogenics? Are You Toxic? And there's a women's health video that I also have. I've sent to some of you that is not in iSamovie yet, but I will put that in here also. So that is what I do. Now, I'm just going to probably start to wind down with this. If you are on our team, we have a page, a prospecting page. If you're not going to send the video via phone or text or message, I highly recommend that you say, hey, let me add you to my Facebook group, my private product coaching page. You'll take a look around. I'll welcome you in there. Ours is called Healthy Best You. I throw, hey, Jeff, I don't ask. Don't ask. People want to be told what to do. Do you know that do you want to know what kind of buyer I am? Don't think we're not out there. This is the kind of buyer I am. If I called Jeff and I said, hey, Jeff, I was looking at that creatine and that clear protein, and I really want to get some of that. My credit card's already out and in my hand. I'm ready. Don't like dink around and go, oh yeah, okay, well, no, I'm ready. And I want you to tell me, where am I buying this? Tell me where I'm putting my credit card. Tell me what to do. Tell people, I am going to put you in my private product coaching page. I will welcome you there. I will put a video in the comment line for you to watch before we get on our call. I'm putting you in our private product coaching page. Do you want a video, or I will tag you in the PDF that tells you all about Isogenics. And then we'll get on that call on Thursday at 5 o'clock and I will get all your questions answered. And Kimberly said to me the other day, for the love of God, do a 3-way call. For the love of God, you guys, do 3-way calls because you're going to learn, because you're going to be the team leader that is the expert. And this is how we learn. Do a 3-way call because it's third-party validation. It's not just Kimberly in her garage making up a shake with some creatine and sending it out to people. It's validation. It's proof. Do 3-way calls. And I loved when I was talking to Kimberly the other day about this training series. She's like, for the love of God, tell people to do 3-way calls. Do your 3-way calls. It's how you learn. And it's how you learn not to barf on people. Now we have scripts for the 3-way call also. Let me tell you, and I'm going to, gosh dang it, say it over and over and over again, because I was that girl. The second person I enrolled, my best friend in New York, 2 hours on the phone. Okay, you have to do this isogenic stuff because here's all the ingredients and this is how it all works. And then there's this business and then we're going to make millions of dollars. And what, and you know what? No, hey, no, but let me just tell you. And then there was this girl and she was really cute and she was on the stage and she was like, blah, 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 blah. And then she was talking about it. Like I went on and on and on and on. And he said, hey, Deb. I'm like, yeah, you ready? He's like, no, can I call you back later? Because I barfed all over him. Nobody cares. 2 things they care about. Write it down. Can I do it? And will it work for me? That is it. They don't want to know all that other crap. They don't want to know about the cute little girl on stage. They don't want to know all the ingredients. Once in a while you get somebody, you can send them some information on ingredients. Once in a great while. However, I'm going to tell you something. Any opposition, any pushback is A, there wasn't enough value in the conversation, or B, they're not ready, or C, it's just an excuse. Pushback on money, I can't afford it. Pretty much if you're at Connection with Isabella, excuse, excuse, excuse. I don't have time, excuse, excuse, excuse. Have the posture. People are looking for you. They're looking for Kimberly, looking for Cynthia, they're looking for Ken, they're looking for Vicky. All different personalities. You're going to attract what you put out there. Put out that high vibrational energy. And for the love of God, do 3-way calls. And let your enrolling sponsor or another leader help you get that done. And then that's how you learn. I like that posture. Yeah, I saw that. Okay, I'm going to put in the videos that I send out, or I tag them in, or I put in the comments in our group. I'll put those in. While I'm doing that, I asked a couple people if they would, because we're going to be doing this next week. And I know we've done this before, but we're going to do it again. Get your teammates on. We're going to do our 30-second stories. Our 30-second stories, because it's not how interesting you are, even though I always think I'm so ding dang dong interesting. It's not how interesting we are, it's how interested we are. And that's why building relationships are so important. And when you build relationships, I want you to think of 2 words: relationships equal retention. Relationships equal retention. So you could write that down too at the top of your paper. That's why when I talked to Katie and said, hey, Katie, you want to go and investigate those people and make sure those are your people, right? You want the people that you want to hang out with. And I got to tell you, before I go to the 30-second stories, one of my most glorious times at Connect, I have to say this, is Katie was on the dance floor with me and she said, look around, like how many people we know. And I was like, oh my God, these relationships, like it just felt so good, didn't it, Katie? It felt so good. And I love that. So relationships equal retention. All right. I'm going to let Kimberly go first. Kimberly, unmute yourself. And guys, we're story collectors. Stories sell. Facts tell, stories sell. Kimberly, give us your 30-second story.
Okay, this is what I do. You guys are all my people. Hi, it's so good to talk to you. I have it written out. every time. Now I changed it just for respect for Debbie to do it like this, so it's a little different, and I've updated it. I look at this every single time. Hey, this is so great. Do you mind if I share my little quick story with you? Oh, okay. I'll be really quick. I'm going to go fast, and then we're going to get all into you. So, before I found Isogenics, I lived in a constant state of physical and emotional exhaustion. My body was broke down from decades of heavy work, like 12 to 16-hour workdays. It was crazy. I lived on refined sugar, carbs, and most anything to fill up fast. I was uncomfortably bloated, endlessly tired, had no energy, and could not focus. I was introduced to by these people, this guy, he lifted his shirt all the time. Oh yeah, they're called the Beebes. That was almost 10 years ago. Anyway, I don't really say that, but you guys can, haha. Anyway, this changed my life. The products, the support, the community, it was like nothing I had ever experienced. My first week, I could tell something was happening. My sugar cravings were gone. My focus was sharp. My energy went through the roof, and that does say a lot for me. I began experiencing a deep sleep. I released weight, and the discomfort in my belly subsided tremendously. As a direct result from this outstanding nutrition, as well as our supportive community, I have never felt better. I made a decision to share and coach others because everyone deserves to feel their best and learn how our products work. I now know, believe, and feel that I've stepped into a future that I've always dreamed of physically and financially. And the best part is that I get to share this gift of health with others and offer them the same opportunity. Okay, let's get started with you. The end.
Nice. All right, very good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I'm trying to put these in while I'm talking to you guys. I'm gonna flip it over. I think Roy, you got a 30-second story for us?
You know I do.
Yeah, you do.
You know I do. So mine is not quite as detailed. I'm a bullet point kind of guy, but before I got on Isogenics, I was 360 pounds, miserable and depressed. I met Jeff Debi in January of 2025, and after 8 months, I've dropped 125 pounds. I've helped 6 people improve their health, and I've finally been to my first Isogenics event. I am Isogenics for life, baby.
Yeah. Okay.
There's more to it, but I kept it short.
That's so good. Now, I did post in the group how to tell your 30-second story. Hey, Roy, you're pretty techie. Can you just put that form that I put in the group? Can you put it in here for me? It's in ISA Best You.
Yes. What step is that one there? How to share story.
Yeah, it's in ISA Best You. I put the form.
Stand by.
I know you'll find it. Yep. Thanks, Mark. Yep. Fantastic. Okay. So thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Roy. Does anybody else know how to do a 30-second story? Anybody else got a before Isogenics? Like, there is a format to it. There is a format. Anybody else want to share? Anybody else? Mark's nodding his head. Hey, Mark.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I had pretty much hit rock bottom in my life at 53 years old, 2018. I wasn't where I was physically, mentally, financially. I pretty much had to start again, and I never thought I'd be there. So for 12 months, I thought, well, I always felt my best when what I thought was healthy, which was being fit. So I went back to my old training grounds, tried to do what I used to do when I was playing football. My body just couldn't take it anymore. And I had 12 months up and down, depression, it was getting worse, up and down. And then Jeff reached out to me. I'd met Jeff at a function a couple of years earlier, reached out to me and said, mate, trust me for 30 days. Get this into your system. I know what it'll do for you. Within 1 week, I'd lost a couple of kilos, but I'd felt so good. I was my mental clarity had improved. I was sleeping better. Felt like the stress was under control, and I could see some results. Another week, more weight. And I just said to Jeff, talk to me about this business. Because remember, I was financially in a place I never thought I'd be. 2 years later, I bought a house from the money that I'd made from Isogenics, which I never thought I'd be able to do at that point in my life. So just from becoming healthy, sharing it with people, being a product of the product, it can change your life, physically, mentally, and financially.
Is that it?
Bam.
Bam. And
Go on,
I
Matt.
and I now finish this off with, and I now want to share it with the world.
Yep. I think I said that, didn't I?
And I now want to share it with the world. Everybody. And I now want to share it with the world. All right, Liz. Yeah. Oh, can I call you
Okay.
Liz? I can call you Liz, right?
Yeah, call me Liz.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I've written this down, and certainly it's a work in progress. So here it goes. Before Isogenics, about 15 years ago, I was a physician practicing in a busy emergency department, and I was working rotating shifts, and I was tired and stressed, not sleeping well. My hair was thinning, my dress size was going up, and I was on a seafood diet, meaning anything I saw, I ate. I was introduced to a nutritionally dense, calorically efficient, tasty, convenient food that was less than $5 a serving. And along with the stress reduction and getting rid of what I felt was my toxins in my body, this actually made me feel better, think better, sleep better. And in the midst of all of this, at age 53, my body stopped making insulin. And I found out that these products were fantastic for my blood sugar. So I was pricking my fingers and making my body turn into a pincushion. And I needed something to help my skin. And I found this amazing collagen product that really helped my skin stay moist and supple. And so, and as a sidelight, my wrinkles went down in my face and my hair got a little thicker. And so I retired from emergency medicine about 3 years ago, and the Isogenics food, I said Isogenics for you, but this food and toxin reduction was crucial to my recovery from the 30 years of circadian rhythm disruption that I had. And so I was impressed that these products were third-party validated, scientifically verified, and this nutritional system had complete integrity, both from the company as well as the products themselves. So I define success as if one person has improved because I have lived, that's my definition of success. And with these products, I really want to go out and help other people feel as great as me.
Boom.
I don't know, it's a little wordy, but I'm working on it.
Boom. Oh, and you'll refine it. You know, I love it. And here's what you'll find. You'll find when we used to do events with David T.S. Wood back in the days, IC University or whatever, not IC University, what it was called.
Yeah, the University in Action.
Yeah.
I went to one of those.
When we used to do that, he would be like, your time, like it's 30 seconds, boom, done. Before I send it, right? Which helps us because then we hone in all those words. However, what I love about Liz and everybody, Roy, Kimberly, everybody, all of us, is we have a 2-minute, a 5-minute. We have a physical or a health or a healthy, like, or business. We all have those 30 seconds, and there's a time and a place when we share a lot more, right? So you might think that's too wordy, but I loved every second of it. I don't think it was over a minute, and that is great. And I love how you have it right there. Kimberly had it right there. I'm sorry, my head was kind of down when Mark and Roy were sharing because I was putting in the stuff in the feed. But there ain't no shame in no game. Have it in front of you. If you're on the phone or even on Zoom, have it where you can kind of see it to keep you on track. We do what's supposed to be 30 minutes, sometimes 45 minutes with Dave MacArthur and Rhonda Collier on Saturday morning. There's times I roll out of bed and Dave's going to ask me questions or tell me to tell my story. I've been doing this since 2012. I can't remember half my story sometimes. And sometimes I just want to tell everybody, you know, about the bathing suit and the beach or something. I don't know what I want to say. And so I have my story right here to keep me on track. Like there's no shame in having it in front of you and redefining and finding those punch words. Cause you know, y'all had some of those punch words that stick in people's heads. So I love that. That's so good. So good, you guys. All right. Do we have any questions? Dun, 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 dun. None.
But
Hey,
Debbie,
Yes.
I wanted to ask you just to go over the event that's happening on September 13th.
Oh, I think, Jeff, didn't you go over that? Did you go over that?
No, you said you were going to go over it, and then
Oh, and I
you
skipped
race
it.
card right past it. So
Thank you, Laura.
I looked at it, but I know, like, I wanted to just hear your take on it, and then kind of as a local person, like,
Fantastic.
And if you
How
could
you-
put it in the feed, babe, the flyer, so the QR code's there.
Yeah, coming from Magic Florida. Yeah. I can-
anyway,
yes. Thank you, Laura.
just
I
to
thought we
put
did
you
that.
back on the track.
Yeah. Thank you. See, ADHD. It's okay.
But I didn't interrupt.
Awesome. Okay,
Love you
so the event on the 13th, and Jeff, you can feel free to jump in. What I'm really excited about is we've partnered, Isogenics has partnered with some of the leaders across the US, and they're having us do these ISA socials. Excuse me. So it's not going to be like a regular Super Saturday. It's going to be more reception style. It's going to go from 11 to 2. We're in Hollywood. We're like nestled in between Warner Studio and hard to say ISA. ISA Universal Studio. Universal Studio, which is really great because we're kind of doing our whole theme around Hollywood. You're going to come in, there's going to be tables, we're going to play games, we're going to have all the products, we're going to be giving away a lot of products. You're going to be feeling and tasting and talking with each table. There's going to be food. There's going to be so much food. We have food for everybody. We have ice cream bar because it's an ISA social. So why not have an ice cream social? We have leaders from everywhere. We've got me, Jeff. We have Marcy Lawrence. We have Tammy Hess. We have Robin Belfry. We have Kimberly Kleiman. Like, we've got it going on. It is going to be so fun. And then we're going to have drawings. So not only are we that day going to have 25% off on the packs that people get started with, but the people that get started, their name is also going to go in for a raffle for 2 general admission tickets to Universal Studio. And we have a couple tickets for a movie night at Universal Studio. So we have giveaways. There's going to be so much more. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think Roy might be flying in. I've got some other people in Isogenics that are like flying in. The main thing is we love our associates. We love our teams. We need new people. We're building a community. We're building LA. So we're building California. Now, you might go, well, I'm in another state and I don't want to build LA. Yeah, you do. We're a global company. Like, you're gonna know people in California. And when you do, and you invite them, even if you can't get there, we're gonna have whoever invited the person, the name on the top of the enrollment form. So it goes right back to the person that got them there. That's who gets the credit. That's integrity. That's what we do. So it's going to be phenomenal. It's a way to grow your team, and it's a way to really showcase our community and our culture. Anything to add, Jeff?
I just want to say it's more of a social event, guys. So it's not going to be a training. So don't think you're coming to a training. You're coming to a party. And it's going to be a party. And we're going to announce what we're doing, the giveaways, and every place is going to have a station on different products. And then we're going to have a business station. And they're going to play a bingo game too. So everybody has to participate at that station. And we're going to have a top leader explaining about the stuff. And the biggest thing, everybody's going to get 25% off on new enrollments. So don't come by yourself. This is about prospects because it's a limited space. So we want new blood to build our businesses. So just know that we're here, and these giveaways for you guys bringing people, you're going to get your name in a raffle and they sign up. If they sign up, you're going to get a name in a raffle for the celebration tickets. You're going to get your name in raffles for all sorts of stuff. So it benefits you to bring somebody. Let's not fill the room with nobody. We want new people to grow our businesses and make a difference and be a true difference in makers in somebody's life. So that's it. And we're past. We're
We're
waiting.
a little bit over, yeah. So thank you guys for hanging in there tonight. It might have felt like a lot, but I think it's very basic. Hopefully you took a lot of notes and or you copied my notes there, and that will trigger how to start your business or how to onboard and or start your new people. It's so basic and so easy. We don't need to make it any more than that. Like people, love on people, talk to people, open your freaking mouth, tell them what you do, get them started. I mean, it is that easy. And then help them help others get started. It is that easy. And we are going to continue next week from where we left off, what to do next, and then the next week, so on and so forth. So thank you for being here. I'm going to have Liz take us out on a 1, 2, 3 Isogenics. Everybody unmute.
Okay, everybody, are you ready?
Yeah.
1,
Go.
2, 3. Isogenics.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Good job,
Hey,
everybody.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Hey, Ken, that was what you were looking for, brother, right there.
Thanks for the Zoom call.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Nice
Thank
to see you,
you.
Marcus.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for
Bye.
keeping track, Laura.
Thank you, Debbie. That was awesome. Thank you, everybody.
Debbie,
Yes. Oops.
it's Liz. May I ask you one more question once you stop your recording?